YouTube, I find that when I make videos just like spontaneously, when I just have this kind of energy in myself, I feel like I make the best videos. Or I don't know, when I just speak my mind, when I really feel like talking about something randomly, I feel like it's best because then it just comes really naturally. And I just got back from, I just got back from meeting my friends again after not having seen them in forever. And we're talking these friends I see like every day when I go to school, but I haven't seen them in forever, and oh my god, I almost feel like, not that I would know, but I almost feel like I'm taking ecstasy or something. Like, I just feel so enlightened because my friends are so positive. They just drag me up, or pull me up, rather than dragging me down, and they just enlighten me, and they help me reflect, and I help them reflect. We're just like this big gang of friends. We're not that big. We're not like a gang, but like we're just this this gang of friends. And I wouldn't say that we're like normal teenagers, because we don't do normal teenager things such as party, and I'm not saying all teenagers do that, but the typical teenager does that. And we're more like academically focused, and we reflect. I would just say that we're kind of different. Whether you want to take that as a good thing or a bad thing, that's up to you, but I think it's a good thing. And they really do, help me get through things, just by being themselves and just by being positive, although we can be kind of negative about like the IB and stuff at times, but they just really enlighten me, and we reflect, and I hear different opinions and different sides to whatever we're talking about. Like, if we're talking about, what is reality, everything from, the galaxy to, I'm holding these two, by the way. This is my friend Marita. This is little octopusy, and this is Bud Stallion. And they're kind of together, and Marita actually forgot this one at the cafe, so therefore, they're having a sleepover. So yeah. Anyways, I just noticed how lucky I am to have the friends I do have, because there is literally no girl drama. If anyone talks behind anyone's back, it is about how funny this person is, or how beautiful this person is, or like good stuff about each other. If we do any sort of back talk, if that's how, or backstabbing, it's stabbing each other with love. And I find that you don't find a lot of girl gangs like that, because a lot of girls are just mean to each other. They talk about bad things about each other behind each other's back, and I just don't get it. Why does it have to be like that? Like, why can't we just spread positive energy and all be happy? I know that that's not as simple as it sounds like, but if everyone would just work in collaboration, it would be easier. It would be easier. But unfortunately, not everyone is like that, so, but I'm really lucky to have these friends, and I've really realized, I've really realized how important it is to have a good support system, and to not surround yourself with people who drag you down. If you are going to, do this thing, if you're going to become successful, or whatever you're striving to be, if you're, whatever good path you're on, you can't have negative influence. If you have a friend that is just constantly negative and picking on you and dragging you down, why do you have this friend? I know it sounds really mean, but you don't need these negative people in your life, and if you don't have any positive friends, so what? You can try to go out, try to find positive people. Come to me if you want. Seriously, come to me if you want positive energy, if you want to have friends that aren't negative, because some people are only surrounded by negative friends, and they don't even know it, because the people you surround yourself kind of form you as well. You guys kind of just form each other, and if there's a lot of negative energy going on there, you're just forming these walking negative energies, and it just circulates, because that negative energy goes to another negative, transfers negative energy to other people by being grumpy, by not smiling to strangers, or snapping at strangers, or whatever, being rude. And it does really, sadly, I feel like negative energy spreads faster than positive energy. And that's slightly the problem we have in today's society, is that people people walk with their heads down. Instead of walking straight, smiling, and spreading positive energy. And people surround themselves with these negative people, and they don't even know it because they probably become one themselves. But the thing is that you can become a positive person. You can change yourself, and change doesn't necessarily have to be bad. I've got comments of people saying, "Oh, you've changed," and I don't know whether they mean that positive or not. But all I know is that I like better this me than the sad, lonely, and depressed me. If you like the sad, lonely, and depressed me better, that's good for you. I do not prefer that me, so I'll stay this me. But I'm still the same me. I still have that lonely, negative person in me. But it's not dominant. It's just a little part of me now. Before, it was this big part of me. Because I couldn't see me being anything else. I just didn't know what I deserved to be, loved. And I know now that I do deserve love. And I do get love from the friends I have now. So, here's to you guys. I love you guys. You're probably watching this. But I just want you, whoever is watching this, to try to kind of reflect on the friends you do have. If they are really negative, you can either try to talk to them about it and say, what, we should start spreading more positive energy and stop, being negative and looking at things from a different perspective and try to change that first, But if they just keep nagging on you, keep dragging you down, why? Why are you with this person? You deserve to be happy, and that person deserves to be happy. If that person realizes that he or she is spreading negative energy, that person too can, everyone deserves to be happy, and everyone deserves to, be, like, flooding in positive energy, but not everyone is, and not everyone has this energy to share. But yeah, it's really important to have a good support system. If it's not at home, you can have your friends. If you have at home, and you don't have friends, that's a bad thing, of course, but, just try to surround yourself with positive energy. Cut out all negativity. Or maybe not all, but, we need a negative to make the positive. If there was no negative, there wouldn't be any positive. I love that concept. It's kind of the concept of yin and yang. You can find yin and yang and contrast in everything. You look at a rock, you can put a soft, fluffy thing, and that's the yin and yang, because there's opposites. And the reason why the yin yang has the black and the white is because the fluffy thing couldn't be fluffy if the rock wasn't hard, so therefore part of the rock is kind of, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that, but the point is, analyze the situation you're in. What is negative? What is dragging you down? Is it just your thoughts? Then change your thoughts. Reflect, and think about all the good things you have in life, such as me. What I think about IB, it's really stressful, yes. Did I choose this path for myself? Yes, so that was my choice. I shouldn't really complain, but I do. But one, I haven't dropped out of school. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not an alcoholic. There's so much worse situations that I could have had. I'm not dissing anyone who is in that situation, because that's really sad. But the point is that sometimes you have to compare yourself to worse situations to see how good you have it now. I could be, as cliche as it sounds, I could be poor, I could not have food, but I have all these advantages that I often fail to recognize, and you should recognize that. And if you do have good friends, tell them. I tell my friends often that I love them. I'm so glad that I have these friends, because I don't know where I'd be if not, All these coincidences just brought me to them. It's so mind-blowing. If I didn't not get into the school I wanted to get into in the first place, I wouldn't have met them. And if I didn't choose IB, I probably wouldn't have gotten this bond to them. So it's I don't know, I just want everyone to be happy, and I want you guys to have good friends. And many of you probably do. And I don't want anyone to take this in a bad way, but I think most of you would understand what I mean. Just, you deserve positive energy, and if you have a friend that's negative and doesn't want to change, I would say it's not worth it. Why would you want to be around negative energy unless you like negative energy? And nobody really does like negative energy. So, yeah, me, Octopussy and Stallion say that you should realize how wonderful life is, and that you should realize if you have good friends or bad friends, and you know, if they're bad, try to change it somehow. Try to talk to them about it, or if they don't want to change, just bye. I'm on my own. I want to be positive. So I don't know what more to say. Really, my endings are so bad. But bye.